Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh. Now let us discuss in detail about bacteria. The term bacteria was proposed by Ehrenberg in 1829. They have widespread distribution, be it air, water or soil. Bacteria can survive in extreme range of temperatures like up to 78 degrees centigrade to minus 190 degrees centigrade. Let us discuss the important characteristics of bacteria. Bacteria are found in all kinds of habitats. They are prokaryotic microorganisms. They are unicellular organisms. Bacteria cell wall contains peptidoglycan. An organized nucleus is absent in bacteria. Extrachromosomal self-replicating DNA segments called plasmids occur in most of the bacteria. Mitochondria, plasmids, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum and other membranes covered cell organelles are absent. Let us discuss the size of bacteria. The size of bacteria ranges from 0.2 to more than 50 micrometers. Bacteria are usually unicellular. However, some colonies of bacteria are found as filamentous or aggregates in the form of surface biofilm. Bacteria are mostly heterotrophs, which take food from an outer source. Most heterotrophs decompose dead material or parasites that live on or in a host. Other bacteria are autotrophs by making their own food. They are either chemosynthetic or photosynthetic. The most important autotrophic bacteria are cyanobacteria. Now let us discuss the shape of the bacteria. Bacteria possess the following forms. Coccus. Bacteria are oral or spherical cells without flagella. These pairs occurs as a single cells, monococcus as a pair of diplococcus and in a group of 4 cells called tetracoccus and in a chain of cells forms streptococcus or in a sheet forms staphylococcus. A few cocci may also occur in cube-like arrangements of 8 or more cells. Bacillus bacteria looks like rod shapes which may occur singly, monobacillus in pairs called diplobacillus and in chains called streptobacillus, or it occurs as in a layer, it is called suck with many cells called palisade bacillus. Spirillum. Spirillum bacteria are cells which are twisted like structures and they occur as single cells called spirillum spirochete, and the next one is vibrio cells. These are look like curved sheath-shaped or comma-shaped bacteria, and these are the examples of Vibrio cholera. Bacteria were discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek in 1632 to 1723. He observed bacteria in 1675. Louis Pasteur laid the foundation of bacteriology by developing culture techniques. Now let us study the structure of bacteria. A bacterial cell is covered by mucilage. It is differentiated into cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, nucleod, plasmatids, insulin bodies, flagella, pili and fimbriae. Membrane bound organelles are absent. Details about the structure of bacteria means prokaryotics will study later in the chapter 8 of this. Structures externally to the cell wall may be flagella, fimbriae, axial filaments, glycocalyx or pili. Each of these structures have its distinctive function where some eubacteria have flagella to facilitate their environment. Flagella are long filaments that facilitate the mobility of bacteria. Flagella consists of 3 main parts, a portion consisting of flagellin, protein called filament and the middle part is called hook, and the basal body that attaches to the bacterial plasma membrane and cell wall. Fimbriae are pillae or hair-like structures similar to flagella but thinner. The pillae or pillars are thin projections used for conjugation between bacteria for reproduction after the bacteria are brought together by pillae. The DNA moves from one cell to another cell, so new features as antibiotic resistance are transferred between the cells. Glycocalyx surrounds some eubacterial cells. It is a viscous polymer composed of polypeptides or polysaccharides and functions to protect the bacteria. It is commonly known as the capsule. The capsule is considered to be one of the virulence factor of some bacteria since it enables the bacteria to resist phagocytosis by the immune system. Glycocalyx coat can also help bacteria to attach firmly to the host cell, such as Vibrio cholera that produces glycocalyx to attach the intestinal cells. The cell wall of bacteria consists of chiefly of a network of polypeptidoglycans. It may be associated with other substances or present alone. The peptidoglycan network consists of disaccharide portions connected together by polypeptides forming a lattice to protect the bacteria. Some antibiotics such as penicillins and cephalosporins interfere with the structure of bacterial cell wall, leading to the cell lysis and ruptures. Structures internally to the cell wall include cell membrane, cytoplasm, DNA, plasmids and ribosome. Like eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic internal structure such as those of eubacteria are surrounded by cytoplasmic membrane consists of mainly of phospholipids. However, the cell membrane of prokaryotes is less rigid than that of many eukaryotes. Bacterial cell mostly contains a small structure of DNA, double-stranded, called a plasmid, that is distinguished from the bacterial chromosome. Plasmids replicate independently from the bacterial chromosomes. Plasmids are the main structures used in biotechnology applications recently because they can replicate independently. Like eukaryotes, prokaryotes have ribosomes for the synthesis of proteins. Now let us discuss the nutrition in bacteria. Bacteria show both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition and mixotropic mode of nutrition. On the basis of mode of nutrition, bacteria are two types. Autotrophic bacteria. Photosynthetic. These bacteria have green sunlight trapping pigment called bacteriochlorophyll. These are found at the bottom of ponds and lotus. Bacterial photosynthesis does not release oxygen. Chemosynthetic autotrophic nutrition. These bacteria are able to synthesize their food from inorganic raw material with the help of energy derived from exogenic chemical reactions. Next one is heterotrophic bacteria. This bacteria obtained food from different sources. This may be the following types. Saprophytes. These are called decomposers or detrivorous of transformers. These obtain food by decomposing dead bodies, excrete of animals, dead plants and their parts. Parasites. These are disease-causing bacteria called as pathogens, which cause typhoid in humans. Symbionts. These bacteria live mutually beneficial association with other organisms like Rhizobium and Bacillus, species from nodules in root of leguminous plants. Now let us discuss the reproduction in bacteria. Bacteria reproduce by asexual and sexual methods. Let us discuss the asexual method. As asexual reproduction occurs by binary fusion and endospore formation. Binary fusion. Binary fusion is a simple cell division in which bacterial cell divides into two parts. A constriction appears at the center of the cell, deepens further and grows from margin to center, and finally the two cells were produced. Endospore. Formation of endospores are perennial structures which help in survival even during harsh environmental conditions. The endospore has many wall layers. It has heat resistant chemicals called salicylic acid and diplolenic acid. Now let us discuss the sexual reproduction in bacteria. Sexual reproduction occurs by parasexual process actually called genetic recombination. The three methods involved are as follows. Conjugation, the male cell, donor cell has fertility plasmid or F factor which connects itself to the cell wall of female cell. Transformation is the another process. In this process, sexual reproduction by transformation. The process was discovered by Griffith in 1928. It is a process where segments of DNA are transferred from one bacterial cell to another via the liquid medium. The third one is transduction. During this process, the segment of DNA is transferred from one bacterium to another one by the virus, means bacteriophage. Now let us discuss the uses of bacteria. The uses of the bacteria are as follows. Bacteria are natural scavengers. They obtain their nutrition by decomposing dead bodies, dead plants and animal excreta. They are used in fermentation process for vinegar manufacturing, yogurt making, etc. Some bacteria help in ridding of jute and coconut plant fibers. Their separate fibers are used in making ropes and gunny bags. The genus Streptomyces has many species used to produce different antibiotics. Some important antibiotics using various bacteria are neomycin, streptomycin, bacteriocin, etc. Bacteria play an important role in different steps of nitrogen cycle. Some important bacteria in nitrogen cycle are Clostridium, Azotobacteria, Rhizobium, Leguminous, etc. Now let us discuss the harmful effects of bacteria. The harmful effects of bacteria are follows. Some saprophytic bacteria like lactobacillus spoil milk and milk products. Food poisoning occurs due to the production of toxins by some bacteria like Clostridium botulinum. They cause botulism which kill humans by respiratory paralysis. Bacteria are responsible for various plant diseases like citrus canker in lemons, leaves and fruits, soft rot in carrot plants, blight diseases in rice plants, crown gall diseases in apple trees and rose plants. In humans, bacteria causes diseases like cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, etc. Sexually, they transmitted diseases like gonorrhea, syphilis, etc. In animals like horse, cattle and sheep, anthrax disease is caused by Anthrax